Hello there people, welcome back to a new video. In this one we are looking at Alpp stock, because basically every single day now I take a look at one different stock which you guys ask me to down in the comment section. I am trying to work through all of your suggestions, so please do keep dropping me them, but tonight we are looking at Alpp Technologies, because Alpine, like a lot of stocks today, unfortunately has been ever so slightly in the red. Obviously comparing this one over the past 5 days we are looking at quite a big decrease in price, and once again the same can be said for a lot of stocks. But right now, it is kind of pulling back from the 23rd onwards, so the question is, should you buy this stock? Well, obviously I am not a financial advisor, so please make sure to do your own research and use this video for only entertainment, as it contains nothing but my personal opinions. But if you do want to hear my opinions though, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel, and let's try past 10,000 by tomorrow. Thank you for all the support so far, it really does mean a lot. Right, with that information being shared, let's jump in. Right, so a quick thing that I want to talk about before we actually look at how the stock has been moving. I just want to take a quick minute to look at what the company does. And basically, Alpp Technologies is a technology holding company which provides electronic contact manufacturing solutions in the United States. The company also offers automotive technologies, including Sixth Sense Auto, a car-connected technology that provides various advantages to management, sales, finance, and service departments. Now, we could read a lot more of this, but you can see from this what the company generally specializes in, and it's a very interesting company indeed, and there are a few catalysts in my opinion coming for this one going forwards. I think right now that we have seen a week of selling off, it's obviously not good for people who bought in back at the highs, but I think this one really is going to pick itself back up soon enough. I definitely think this is a stock which is currently quite undervalued, and I would like to see this one past $10, if not more, in the next few weeks. Now don't get me wrong, the main thing which is going to affect this one, in my opinion at least, is what the whole market does, because some people are speculating that the market's going to go down, some people are speculating it's going to go back up. Personally, I think that it is going to be pretty flat for this week with a hint to the upside, hopefully, and that is optimistic, don't get me wrong. It definitely could come back down, and that would be unfortunate, but personally I would like to see the market up this week. I definitely think it is still possible if we do see some strength coming tomorrow and hopefully into the next few days. But yeah, another thing to mention with this stock is coming from Reddit r/Webull, and it's talking about how this stock is now available on Webull, and it is apparently going to be uplisted to the Nasdaq as well. Obviously it says that its subsidiaries manufacture for Tesla, Apple, and produce drones for the United States Air Force. So you can see from this here on Reddit, we can see a lot of things which the company specializes in, and a lot of things good going for the company going forwards. Obviously we have that Nasdaq uplisting, which is a good enough thing by itself. I think this is going to affect the stock price going forwards as well, but I think the main thing to focus on with this stock, for me at least, is the approach to this one being taken up on Webull. Now I know that might not sound like a big deal, but it makes this stock accessible to a lot more people who previously weren't accessible to this stock. I think this really is going to affect the price going forwards, because now a lot of people who probably were looking at this stock for some time do see the opportunities to get in. Now, I don't think this is going to happen for the next few days. I think it's definitely going to take some time, and I know this article was published 12 days ago, but I think with the sell-off action that we have been seeing, it is to be expected that people are probably avoiding this stock like they are avoiding many, so I can completely understand why this one hasn't seen that action, but I think over the long term, this really will have a big impact. So this stock really does have some potential going forwards. Into the next week, I would like to see this one pull back ever so slightly. I don't think it is going to rocket in the next week, and I don't think that's a bad thing to see at all. I think if the markets are fairly decent, which I personally would love them to be, like I said, I can see this stock going back up ever so slightly. I think either way, this one in the next year or so is going to provide very decent returns. So obviously guys, even if the market is to crash, it's all about getting stocks which you are comfortable with holding, and personally, in my opinion right now, at $5.99, this one at the end of year still does have that potential to hit $10 or above. That's just what I personally think. When it comes to entry points for this stock, I'm going to talk to you about my approach now. If I was to be buying this stock right now, and I know the markets are quite volatile, so this is why I'm saying this, I would definitely use a dollar cost averaging method. I say that about a lot of stocks right now, and I think at the moment in this time of volatility, it is probably the best option. Because if we were to dollar cost average, for example, and I'm not saying this is a real world example, but if I was to buy 10,000 shares, and of course I'm not buying 10,000 shares because I'm not rich, but it's just an example, maybe buy 1,000 a day for the next few days, or 1,000 every other day. This way, you allow yourself to spread out the cost over a longer period of time, buying for the best price overall. For example, if I was to buy now and it was to plummet, for example, tomorrow, obviously I would lose a lot of money. Now, if I was to buy a small amount today and obviously buy a smaller amount tomorrow as well, I would kind of get a better price overall, and it would be best in the long run. That's my personal opinion, guys. I do think this stock has a lot of potential. I think it could double, and I definitely think it will hit $10 in the next year. I think there is a lot of potential now, especially with a lot more people being exposed to this stock. So it's been selling off for the past week, and I'm sure a lot of people are frantic about that in a bad way, but you know what? That's just how the market works sometimes. The whole market was down in the past week, and very few stocks were actually in the green. So I don't think that we need to panic that this one is down. And I think this one does have that potential going forwards to see it explode past $10, honestly. I think at the moment it is undervalued. But please do tell me what you think down below. I would love to hear what you have to say. Definitely more of a long-term hold in my opinion. I would give it until the end of year, if not longer than that. But I think, you know what, in the next 12 months, we definitely could see some decent returns. But please do tell me what you think down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye until then.